What do chimpanzees, ladybugs, and fire-bellied newts have in common? Each of these species have been to space, and they are joined by other interesting animals like squids, spiders, scorpions, and of course, dogs. Hello, I'm Jennifer Reed.
And I'm John Reed. Most people know about Laika, the Soviet Cosmo dog that was the first living creature to orbit the Earth. But I heard she wasn't the first animal in space.
You heard right. That honor goes to fruit flies. There was even a monkey named Albert II that made it to space before Laika.
Laika must have been the first dog in space, right?
Nope, not the first dog either. The first dogs in space were Sigyn and Desik.
All of these animals must have played vital roles in determining if it was possible to survive in space.
While that is true, we are in no way endorsing the experiments performed on animals. However, we do want to recognize their place in history, realizing that if no one tells their stories, they'll be forgotten.
It's also important to remember the historical context and that many animals were trained prior to their missions. The chimps even got to fly in fighter jets. The researchers wanted these animals to succeed and come back in good health.
Hey John, who won the moon race? The tortoise or the hare?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The tortoise! Or rather, two tortoises. The Soviets sent two steep tortoises on a loop around the moon. There was also a rabbit named Marfusha who went to space. The rabbit didn't make it anywhere near as far as the moon.
After they proved humans could survive in space, they needed to know how long they could survive in space and what to feed them. The Russians thought they had an answer. Did I read that right? Quails?
Yep, quail eggs were sent to the Mir space station to test that theory. While the quail eggs did hatch successfully, the quails weren't able to feed themselves in microgravity and required cosmonaut assistance.
So I guess quail might not be a sustainable food source for astronauts.
No. There have been, and still are, many different programs that allow students to submit experiment designs for a chance to have their experiment flown into space.
Students have sent spiders to see if they can build their webs, and honeybees into space to test their honeycomb skills, caterpillars to see if they can still become butterflies, and even worms in hopes of finding a cure for Lou Gehrig's disease.
To see how you too can get involved, talk to your science teacher. You don't have to wait until you graduate to start doing important science. You just need an inquisitive mind and determination.
If you'd like to learn more about animals in space, check out our book, 50 Animals That Have Been to Space, available online or wherever books are sold.